In today's class, no, we will be talking about different file formats in bioinformatics. So today's topic will be different file formats in bioinformatics. Okay, getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Others are requested to mute themselves. Please mute. Okay, so in this particular topic, we will see what exactly is a format in the area of biology. Okay, so why we have to see different file formats in bioinformatics, all these things we will see. Okay, so why we need the same protein sequence in differently, we will see it. Okay, like Sorin, someone is there, please mute yourself. Okay, so in a simpler manner, we have to go through this particular topic. In your mobile only, no, you are having different files, no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
You are having
Yes,
some
sir.
songs, you are having your pictures, you are having some documents file, you are having some PDF file like this, no? Okay, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so when you want to open one Word file in PDF reader, can you do it?
No, sir.
No. Like for every software or every tool, they are having some particular format. Okay, can you open your picture in MP3 player? Of course
No,
not.
sir.
No, sir.
You cannot open one video in a your in MP3 player. Yes or no? So for every software you will need some particular format. Okay, at the same time, in case of bioinformatics also, okay, they are having some particular format for particular software or tools. Okay, or some particular database, there are some particular format. That is what we will be describing now. If you can remember yesterday's practical class, we have seen some formats, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, again we will see
Yes,
today
sir.
that GenBank format, GenPep format like this, no? Okay,
Yes, sir.
like I told you that GenBank will have only GenBank format. Okay, means they will take any information on that particular format only. Okay, like in your MP3 player, they will take only MP3, not MP4 like this. Okay, same thing here also. They will take their own format. Okay, in bioinformatics, there are lots of formats. Okay, almost 50-60 different formats are there. Okay, getting my point?
Yes, sir.
If
Yes,
you want to
sir.
see, if you want to see some of them, I will show you now only. I am sharing one screen. Okay, I have shown you this particular screen yesterday only. Open Babel, no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll be
Yes.
clicking somewhere here. All those are formats. Okay, all those are formats. See here, all those are formats. Okay, different formats are there. Yesterday we have gone through FASTA format, no?
Yes, sir.
This one is FASTA format. Okay, okay,
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
yeah. Then we are having lots of format over here. Okay, almost hundreds of formats here in this particular software only, Open Babel. Okay, there are a lot. Okay, so we will be describing some of them. Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay.
Yes, sir.
Now your main formats exist in bioinformatics are First of all, GenBank and GenPep format. Okay, they are very much useful in the area of bioinformatics when you are going for analyzing any any of your problem. GenBank and GenPep format are mostly used. Okay, so I told you yesterday only, when you see GenBank or GenPep format, okay, there is always one word, what? Locus, no?
Locus.
Locus.
Mm.
Gene that .gb or .gp is for your extension. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is extension. So when you see GenBank or GenPep format, you will see always this particular word, locus. Okay. So
Yes,
you
sir.
you make a note. Okay. So you will be having this particular word. After this word, particular word locus, you will see many annotation lines or description lines. Okay, all these are description lines. Getting my point? Okay, all those are description lines, or they are also called as annotation lines. Okay, after the word
Yes.
locus, you will have your nucleotide name or whatever, whether it is a DNA or RNA, everything will be written there. When it is submitted, everything will be written. Okay, so like lots of annotation lines or lots of description line will be there after the word called locus. Getting the point? Getting the point?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Once the annotation lines are over, all these are annotation lines, all these are over, this word will come, origin. Okay, this word origin will come. After the word origin, in the next line, you will see the nucleotides or nitrogenous bases here. Okay, you will see here. Once they are over, then you will see two backslashes. Okay, these backslashes means the sequence is ended here. Okay, is there a problem with this sequence format? You can ask me
No,
now
sir.
only. Is there a problem with this sequence format? You can ask me now only.
Sir, ebar repeat kori dibo.
Okay, so the sequence always start with one word called as locus. Okay, any sequence, it may be for mouse, it may be for human or whatever organism. Okay, always you will see this word locus. It's okay. After the word locus,
Yes, sir.
yeah, after the word locus, you will see lots of information here. Okay, all those informations are called as description lines or annotation lines until and unless they reach this word origin. Okay, they are called as annotation lines or description lines. Okay, in the description line there will be different description about the sequence. Okay, if the sequence is published somewhere, then journal name will be there, then authors who have done all those works, if you have done in your laboratory, your name will be here if you have submitted. Okay, then organism name will be there, from where it is taken. It is this particular sequence is from mouse, then mouse musculus scientific name will be there. Okay, so 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 all those information will be here in the description line. And one more important thing you can see is accession number. Okay, this accession number is a very unique number. Accession number is like your registration number. Your registration number is unique, no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because your roll number you have roll number 1 in other semester also, there may be roll number 1, no, but registration number is unique, no. The same thing, accession number is a unique number given to every sequence. Okay, so this particular accession number is present in the description line or in the annotation line only. So next, what you can see is origin. Okay, origin means the sequence will start now. Okay, locus means the annotation lines will start. Okay, origin means the sequence will start. Sequence means the nucleotide sequence or your protein sequence. Getting my point? Once the sequence is over, there will be two backslashes. This means the sequence is over now. Means that is the end of the sequence. Now, is there any problem? Ask me. You got it or not? Got it or not? Tell me now. Hello? You got it? Are you
Yes,
here?
sir.
Yes,
Are you
sir.
there?
Yes, sir.
You got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So can we go to the next format now?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So
Yes,
this was Jinbang format, and I mentioned you in the last class only that Jinbang and Jinpep format are same. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The formats are same. Only the difference is there in the sequence. Yes or no? Here in
Yes,
case
sir.
of your nucleotide, you can see your nitrogenous basis. No. In case of your protein format, you can see
Amino acid.
amino acid. Okay.
Amino acid.
Yeah, same, and backslash is your for n mark, origin for start of the sequence, locus is for start of the annotation lines or description lines. Okay, done.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next, we had one format called FASTA format. I mentioned it yesterday only, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in FASTA format, the sequence always start with greater than symbol. Can you see the greater than symbol here? Please mute.
Yes, sir.
Who is that?
Yes, sir.
This greater than symbol, have you seen?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
after the greater than symbol, no, there will be on one description line, only one description line. Okay. And this FASTA
sir.
format is the simplest form of format. Okay, in the area of bioinformatics. So this particular FASTA format will have only one description line. After the description line, the sequence will start. There will be no n mark or any other word like there was locus and origin in case of your Jinbang and Jinpep format. Okay, in FASTA format only greater than symbol. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, one more important format is there in the I have already mentioned the name now, EMBL bank.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
EMBL bank I have mentioned in the last class. So EMBL is also having some particular format. Okay. So
Yes.
how they will start? Okay. So in case of EMBL format, it will be different. Okay, but they are having some similarity with Jinbang or Jinpep format also. Okay. In case of EMBL format, the sequence annotation line always start with one word ID. Have you seen the word ID here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ID stands for identifier line. Means it will identify the sequence. Okay. Then there will be some description about the sequence. All those. It is a mRNA. Okay. It is having 18, 15, and base pairs like this. Lots of description line will be there. Okay. Is there any problem with this one?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Okay. So EMBL format always start with the annotation line start with the word ID. Okay. 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 Next, in case of your Jinbang also there was accession number, no? I told you, which is unique number.
Yes,
Here
sir.
also it is accession number. Okay. Then definition line. Like this, lots of information you will see. Okay. All those are your annotation lines. Okay. 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 So after all those annotation lines, no, one word you will see is SQ. What was there in Jinbang format?
The origin.
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 Origin. First it was locus. In place of locus, here it is ID. Okay. After
ID.
that an annotation line. Then it was your origin in case of Jinbang format. Here it is SQ. SQ means sequence. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. After this word SQ, your sequence will start. Okay, your sequence will start like this. Okay. Then after this particular sequence is over, there will be 2 backslash. It was there in GenBank and GenPep format also, no? 2 backslash.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Same thing.
Yes, sir.
Only one difference in case of your EMBL format is when you write the word SQ not, then there will be some information. Okay, like how many base pairs are there. Okay, then how many adenine are there, how many guanine, how many cytosine, how many thymines are there. It is written in this particular format. Okay, but it is not written in your GenBank format. Okay, or GenPep format. Okay, but in case of your EMBL, it is written. That is the difference in case of EMBL and GenBank format. Is there any problem? You can ask me for EMBL format. Is there any problem? It's okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, sir, or what? Sure, no?
Sure, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Very easy, okay. Just remember the words ID, SQ, then locus origin, backslash. That's enough. Then you write your sequence or whatever. Okay? Can
Yes,
you
sir.
move now to the next
Yes,
sequence format? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next format is called as your NBRF PIR format. Okay. NBRF stands for National Biomedical Research Foundation. Okay, and PIR means Protein Information Resource. I will repeat: National Biomedical Research Foundation, NBRF. Okay, PIR, Protein Information Resource. Okay. Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah. So how the format look like? So in case of NBRF and PIR format, NBRF is for nucleotide. Okay. PIR, the name itself suggests Protein Information Resource. PIR for protein. Okay. PIR for proteins. NBRF for nucleotides. So in case of NBRF and PIR format, the format always start with one greater than symbol. Greater than symbol, again you have seen, no, earlier?
Yes, sir.
Where?
Yes, sir.
Pasta format.
Pasta.
In
Pasta
FASTA,
form.
in FASTA format, there was greater than symbol. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, this one is greater than symbol, no? But in case of FASTA, after the greater than symbol, there was one description line, no? Directly.
Yes, sir.
But in case of NBRF, there are some differences. Okay. The difference is like this. After the greater than symbol, there will be written as P1. Okay. Okay. Are you getting? After that greater than symbol, there is written as P1. P stands for protein. Okay. After P1, then there will be one semicolon. Okay. There will be one semicolon. After the semicolon, protein, your ID will be there. Okay. After this protein ID, there will be one description line. Okay. After the description line is over, your sequence will start. Okay. When the sequence is ended, there will be one asterisk or star marks. This star marks will tell that the sequence is over. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
All of you or not? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This P1 means P for protein. If it is nucleotide sequence, here N1 will be written. That is the difference between NBRF and PIR. Okay. So in case of FASTA, you have seen your greater than symbol, then one description line. But here, after the greater than symbol, P1 or N1 will be written, where P1 will specify protein sequence, N1 will specify nucleotide sequence. Once the P1 or N1 is written, then there will be one semicolon. This after this semicolon, the accession number or your protein name or your nucleotide name will be there. Once this particular thing is done, then there will be some description about the sequence. After the description line is over, the sequence will start like this. Here, in case of protein, all these are amino acid sequence. Once the sequence is over, there will be one asterisk or star mark. Okay, this star mark will tell that the sequence is over. Is there any problem or confusion? Tell me now. Tell me now. Is there any confusion?
No,
sir.
Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So can you now tell me how one NBRF sequence will be?
So greater than sequence, after that a capital
Greater than what? Greater than what?
N1. Greater than symbol, then after that capital N1 and semicolon will be start.
Then
And the nucleotide ID. After the description. And after that nitrogenous bases sequences.
okay. Then
Star mark.
why star?
Ended with this star mark.
Yeah, why star mark is given?
It is
For ending.
For ending.
Okay. Okay. Probal is here. Probal is here. No. Nafisa is here. Dipankar is here.
Yes, sir.
Dipankar, tell me
Yes, sir.
what difference you can see in case of FASTA format and NBRF PIR format.
Sir, in FASTA format, we don't have the P1 N1 P1 N1 after the greater than symbol.
Where?
In
Tell me properly.
in FASTA format, after the greater than symbol, we have one description line.
Okay.
But in NBRF format, we have the P1 and N1 after the greater than symbol.
Both will be present or only one?
So only one present.
Which one will present?
For protein,
Okay.
for proteins, P presence, and for nucleotides, it can be present.
Okay. Very good. Okay. So this one is your NBRF and PIR format. Okay. Next, one more format is there called as your GDE format. So your GDE format stands for Global QSL Graphic Editor File. Okay. So this GDE format is same as your FASTA format. Okay. Like your FASTA format, your GDE format is also a very simple format. So in case of FASTA format, you have seen the greater than symbol, no? Yes. Yes. So in case
Yes, sir.
of
Yes, sir.
in case of GDE format, no, this particular greater than symbol is replaced by one percentage symbol. Okay, you know the percentage symbol, no?
Yes, sir.
Here percentage symbol will come. Other things are same in case of GDE format. Okay, so it is like FASTA format only. Only the difference is the greater than symbol. Okay, so this is your GDE format. So how many format we have studied today? Almost 5, 6, 7, almost 7 to 8 formats. No? Yes.
Can you repeat the full form of GD?
You want to write it? You want to write it?
Yes, sir.
One second. This one. Global QSL Graphic Editor File. GD. Can you see in the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, write it. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So all these are some of the formats present in your bioinformatics, in the area of bioinformatics. where we will be mostly using your GenBank, GenPep, and your FASTA format. These three formats we will be
Yes, sir.
using more. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Some more formats are there. Like one is their SDF format. Okay. Okay. SDF stands for your structure data file. Okay. When you will be seeing structure of chemicals, no, they will present SDF format. Like the structure of quinine, you can see them in SDF format. Okay. So structure of chemical you can find in your SDF format. Then we have some format called as your mole format. Okay. Then we are having some format called as mole format. Different formats are there. This list is present here. Okay, I will be sending some screens of this one. Then we are having PDB format. Okay, PDB already I have mentioned now. That's bank, protein data bank.
Protein data bank. Yes, sir.
Okay, so for protein data bank also they are having some particular format. Okay, that particular format is for your PDB, your protein 3D or 2D structures. Okay, then different formats are here. Then smile formats are there. Okay, smile formats are there. When you write your then one format is an INSCI format. When you write your that one, what formula of any chemical, no, for example for your glucose C6H12O6, no,
Yes, sir.
that is your INSCI format. So like this different formats are there, but out of all them whatever we have discussed today, no, all those are very much important. Okay, getting the point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have to go through all those formats once because we will be using in the practical session. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.